There is so much lately that I've been learning about manifesting and manifesting while we're here in human form. And I know that for many, it has been a challenging thing. It's been a bit frustrating at times. Why aren't things going the way I want them to go? Why aren't things happening for me? Why aren't things moving forward at a faster rate? And there are many, many, many reasons for that. And I think we need to have a greater understanding of all of it to really be able to move ourselves forward in big ways and to also understand why things aren't moving forward in big ways sometimes. So let's talk more about that today. I want to start off talking about you and why things aren't happening for you. And this is on a very personal level, or why things maybe don't appear to be going the way you want them to go. Maybe they look like they're falling apart instead of coming together. And I think, there's just so much happening on our planet right now and with all of us that is causing all that. And really, it's about the dissolving of everything that wasn't working, the dissolving of everything that was in an old belief, in an old pattern, in an old way of being. And this planet has really been locked into lack and unworthiness and fear and all of these lower vibrational energies for so long that even when you think you've done all the work, even when you've been plugging away at it, sometimes there are still things that need to be released and old ways of being. Sometimes, in other words, you are living in a way that is not in alignment with what you want in your life. And you're just attracting more of the old way, the old patterns, the old beliefs, the old ways of being. And that's not what you want. I know, I get it. And I have been in those patterns for a long time and living in an old way, and it's like I've had a really big shakedown lately of, this is this is not what you want. Why are you doing this? Why are you still doing things the old way or believing that things have to be done the old way, because they don't. So it's been a real, like, higher level awakening, higher level and times of enlightenment right now of wake up and see what you're doing, and that it's not honoring you, that it doesn't light up your heart, it's not your passion, it's not what you really believe, nor do you want to believe. Do we want to believe in lack? No. Why should we? We are creators. We can create abundance. So it's really about this constant navigating of, what am I doing and why? And does this align with the beliefs, the new beliefs that I want to have? Because we are creators and we create our life and our world and everything we see around us. So, and everything that's happening in our life is a mirror. So if it's not happening for you, it's just mirroring to your beliefs and this sort of not stuckness, but these old beliefs that, these are, this is all you can have, or this is all you're worthy of, or whatever it is. Be it in relationships, be it in your career, be it in your finances, everything, every area of your life, where you live. So it's all just mirroring back to you what you have believed and, the patterns that you've been in. So it's really a time of big awakening around that. And it's not that you have to go and, quit everything and, break up with people and leave your friends and, find a new place to live. I mean, do that if you feel guided to, for sure. But I think it's a time that we're really clearing things out and allowing the spaciousness for new beliefs and allowing ourselves. It's kind of this navigating. Like, I find myself, oh, an old belief will come up, or an old fear, old lack. And I have to go, oh, I know, I see you, and come back to, okay, no, I'm good. I'm safe. I'm good. I'm abundant. And just kind of allowing it will kind of trickle in little ways, but it can come in a flood too. So don't believe that's how it has to be either. So for some, it will come flooding in once you shift your beliefs. And it will come flooding in for all of us as we shift our beliefs. But we have to sort of start to really, really navigate this and notice, like, that. Ooh, that's old. That doesn't feel good in my gut. That feels yucky. That feels like a fear. Nope. Let's get out of that. And sometimes it's also going to provoke tears or going to provoke old stuff, and that's okay. Like, we do need to feel it and release it. and then be able to move forward. So it's this navigational time that we're going through right now of our vibration is raising, the planet's vibration is raising, all of that, all the old stuff is coming up to be seen in our life, in our world, and us navigating through that and saying, no, I don't choose that anymore. Nope, I don't choose that anymore. And if nothing else, like for example, I know I was in a career path that I was not feeling. I was speaking my truth there. I was getting in people's faces a little bit about, the untruths, the lies, the things that were not, even ethical or aligned, or just not honoring me. I was speaking up about, and I knew that I was either going to quit that job or wait for layoffs or something, to happen. And it ended up that I just felt to stay, like keep speaking my truth, keep getting in their faces, that had a purpose. And then I was laid off, which was perfect. It actually worked out perfectly. So it's not that you have to go and like, okay, this job doesn't resonate with me, I'm quitting my job. Sometimes it's a matter of just trusting, even if it means sitting in it for a while and getting, more to the heart of things, speaking your truth more. Like I had someone say to me the other day, I think I'm just becoming a whistleblower. And that might be true too. Like it might be a certain thing that you're there for a reason, for a certain period of time, to be a whistleblower. It's not that you're stuck there. It's not that you're going to stay there. You will be guided as to when to leave that. But sometimes there are situations where we're bringing some light to a circumstance, to a place, to certain people, and you just have to trust that, because we're also here. If you're listening to this, you're here to shine your light. You're here to bring light to this planet. You're here to bring truth to this planet, divine truths, and that's in what you speak and your actions, and following your heart. It's not egoic. It's not yelling at people or getting in people's faces. I mean, there might be occasions, but for the most part, it's really about speaking your truth with love and shining light on things. Because even though it's going to make some people uncomfortable, it's going to make things awkward at times. It's going to make your ego incredibly uncomfortable at times. But really, it's it might be what's needed. So you have to follow that, and you have to trust that and move forward with that. And really, it's about just staying in your heart. It's about trusting that. I mean, that's what this is really about, is coming into our divine alignment, is leading our life with our heart and soul, is leading, on a higher path. And everything will come into alignment with that as we do. So it's about trusting. And that's when you will really manifest the things that you want, is when you are really speaking your truth, you're really acting from the heart and soul, and you're really following your guidance in every moment. And that might mean at times that it's dead quiet. There's nothing going on. You're getting no intuitive hits, no inspiration, nothing. And that's okay. Trust that. I know that for me, that's been a really difficult thing to become comfortable with, is comfort in the uncomfortable, comfortable in the unknown, in those quiet times, in that not knowing what I'm supposed to do or what's happening. And in our human world, we're told to push, to hustle, to go, go, go. And it's the exact opposite of that. It's the sitting in it. It's just being. It's just trusting that I will know. I will know. They will show me what to do and when to do it. And sure enough, I will get those downloads of inspiration. I'll get those moments of push of, okay, now it's time to do something. Okay, now I'm really inspired. And maybe I'll have a whole day that I'm just tapping into other people. I'm finding support in others. I am, getting things like upgraded with my business, or taking action and initiative. But it's all around the inspiration that I receive, and I get sudden inspiration, and then it's like everything sort of takes off. And maybe I spend a whole day doing that, and maybe the next day there's just nothing. There's just nothing. I don't know, like, I'm tired, I'm slow, I take a walk, I don't do anything. But I think that's, that is what we have to trust. We have to trust that. And this is a whole new thing for most of us. The human world has taught us something entirely different, that we have to, to be worthy, that we have to hustle, that we have to do, that we have to constantly be taking action. And that's just not the case. We are already worthy as we are, and we will be guided to our highest path no matter what if we just listen. So it's also a matter of not getting in your head about it, staying out of your head, and just trusting that when you get those moments of inspiration, whether it's pick up the phone and call someone, whether it's do something with, a business that you have, or um, I don't know, set up a lunch date with someone, whatever it is, like suddenly something will pop in and you'll just know, like, oh my gosh, yeah, and that'll feel right, and you'll be like, that's what I need to do. And you might not even know why, or go talk to that person in that coffee shop, whatever it is, and maybe that'll lead to a contact for you. But or you won't even know why. But it's a matter of just trusting, because we're also all here to shine our own light and to inspire others. So if you are just in that trusting place, just following your path, following that trail, following the light that is put in front of you, a lot of times it's just, like, this is the life we're meant to live. You're going to see the next step will be lit, and that is all. And you won't know what's beyond that. And I know that's really uncomfortable, but you just have to trust that. And that next step might be to go and speak to someone in a store, or, like I said, take some small action that you don't know and you don't even see an outcome from it. You just know that I was supposed to go over and talk to that person. I felt it, or say this certain thing to this person, and I don't know what that was about, and off I go. And that is all. So, this is the path that we are on, and this is the path that I know it's crazy to our ego mind, but will manifest our best life. This is the path, and it's not about all the taking action or hustling, or creating your list or having a marketing campaign or whatever it is. It's just doing what you feel inspired to do in this moment, and that is what will manifest your best life, is being in this present moment, not getting in your head, not going to the past, not going to worries and fears, not trying to project your future all the time, but just trusting right now, what is right now, what you're guided to, and staying in faith, staying in positivity and not fear. And even taking the steps when they're scary, if you're doing it in faith and you're guided and you know that this is what I'm supposed to do, and I feel really awkward doing this, or I feel really uncomfortable, or this feels really big, but I'm doing it anyway because you're nudged, you're guided, and not in that ego mind of, I have to do this, I have to do this, or this is what everyone else is doing, or this is what the competition is doing, or whatever. So anyway, that is huge right now. And people talk about leaps of faith, and this is a time that it's one big leap of faith. That it is one big leap of faith, that you are trusting at a whole new level just to follow that inner guidance, or that divine guidance, that inspiration. Maybe you see signs that send you in a certain direction. Maybe you get a sudden, like I said, a download. When I talk about a download, I mean just a sudden, out of the blue, you're not thinking about anything, and suddenly you feel inspired to do something, or someone pops into your head or something. But it's sort of this, it wasn't your brain, because your brain kind of takes this, this little spiral path of thinking about something, and it's not that. It's just a sudden hit. It's like, oh, yeah, duh. Like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I need to know. It's just this sudden bit of inspiration, or this sudden knowing, or this sudden pop in of you should do this right now, and you have to trust it. You can't question it. Like it's just this quick tidbit, and you cannot let the mind get a hold of that. You have to let it ride out. You have to follow it. You have to take that breadcrumb, or that sudden light, that sudden inspiration, and move with it in faith in your heart. So trust. And that's what we're doing right now. And as we go out, now I also want to take us back a bit, because, this is what's going on the planet. I said there's big things happening on the planet, that the vibration of the planet is rising. And now I want to go really kind of literally out there. Like we're going to take this way back, because I'm getting some downloads and being guided to certain bits of information that I know that even months ago, my mind could not have wrapped around. Like it would have been almost too much for me. But I'm we're expanding at such a rate and we're ascending at such a rate with this vibration that we are expanding and more open to some of these things that are I feel are truth, but you have to take what resonates with you. I feel are truth, and what I'm being shown is divine truth, and that it's something that we have to open ourselves more to, because there's so much beyond what we can see here. We've been taught that the human world is small, and that we're small, and that we are, like I said, unworthy, and that we're not divine, and we are divine, and we are powerful. And there's also so much beyond what we can see, so much going on here, and so much that we were made to forget when we came into these human bodies as souls, and that we are going to really start remembering on a new level. And maybe not fully, but we will remember a lot. And I think that's also what's expanding us, to allow us to believe some of the truths that are out there, that we're going to be shown bit by bit here, and that are really powerful and really huge, and yes, are a little challenging for the human mind, but we will expand and be able to grasp some of it. And so I want to talk about some of the stuff I've been shown, and I've been shown it in many times in many ways, so that's why it feels really what do I want to say, like divine truth to me. It really feels, it resonates with me. It really, I don't know, like I said, it was something that I couldn't grasp before, but let's talk about it. So what I've been shown lately is that the planet has been under this is not conspiracy theory. This is just a divine truth, that this planet and the human race has been under the control of one particular race of extraterrestrial beings for thousands of years. And they're a lower vibrational extraterrestrial race that basically is sort of a parasite on this planet, that they've been operating things from inside the planet, and they have been even taking human form in many cases and controlling things, but they've really been controlling it more or less energetically, with their lower vibration, really pulling the vibration of the planet down. And I wanted to share this especially because this is why for many, many lifetimes we've been unable to make changes in this planet or in our own lives, like raising the vibration to a certain level, bringing awareness, bringing awakening to this planet. I know many of us have been here trying to do this many, many lifetimes. And there has been this control of our planet that we couldn't see, that we weren't aware of, and we couldn't even conceptualize, really. And the good news is, I think, I don't want to take you to fear. Like, I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, they're controlling our planet. That for several years now, at least, if not more, it has been decided by the Galactic Council, by their, all of the extraterrestrial beings of a high vibration sit on a council and make some of the higher level decisions. And they were really the ones that created humans. They were created in some of their likeness, actually. This was meant to be a paradise. This was meant to be a higher level. Humans were meant to be a higher level being, and this was meant to be a paradise, until this other extraterrestrial race came in and kind of took things over. And while they did let it play out a bit, they have decided that they're not going to let this play out anymore. They're going to take it back to the way it was meant to be. They're calling this the golden age. And we are being taken back to what was meant to be on this planet. And all of us signed up for this. So as souls, this is not something that's, a shock to our souls. We all signed up for this. We all came for this experience. And we all came for this, especially because it was going to be super healing for those of us who have traveled many, many lifetimes as humans on this planet, because it's sort of healing it's not sort of, it is healing all of those past lives, all of the ancestral karma, all of the old stories, everything, like for all of us, in this human, who have taken this human form at some time in some way. So it's incredibly healing, and we wanted to be part of this journey. We wanted to see this through, so to speak, and be here and be present for it. But all of these other extraterrestrial beings who are at higher vibration are all now supporting this and are all literally on their spaceships around the planet, raising the vibration of the planet, and have been doing so for several years now, at least. I think I've seen lots of different years and dates and things, but I think 2012 was a really significant year. I think like 2019, 2020, COVID, was a huge year of shift. And really, because of the higher vibrations that are being brought to our planet by these other higher vibrational extraterrestrial beings, like I said, they're high vibrational, they're wonderful, they're really the creators of the human bodies, the human race. So anyway, they are raising the vibration of the planet, and as they do so, they're forcing out that lower vibrational extraterrestrial population. However, that said, I said 2020 was COVID, that they are making every last ditch effort they can to try and lower the vibration, to try and control as many humans as they can. And again, not to promote fear here, but it's awareness. It's, oh wow, we have been really manipulated and controlled for so long. And as you're seeing these things happen in the world, these scary things happen, not to go to that fear, because that's that population trying to manipulate us, trying to still control things on this planet. And it's upon us to take control through our heart and soul and not get into the human fear mind, and not to follow those fear tactics that they're coming up with. And really, they're controlling the media as well, and promoting fear in the media. So there's so many things, and the government, and you name it, like they're really trying to control things. Mind you, that's not going to last. So as long as we all are also very aware of it, and we stay high in our vibration, we keep following our own inner compass, following our own heart, our own positive divine alignment, and following our own intuition in this moment, and not getting into that mind, not getting into the fear, not getting into the projecting hopelessness onto our future. That's really staying stuck in that energy that extraterrestrial population is trying to keep us in. And you should know that they have no hope. They have no hope. The other extraterrestrials that are supporting us in this raising of the vibration, it's happening. That's why you're seeing these last stitch efforts happen, and that's why you have no fear. Like, there's no fear, there's nothing to be scared of. Literally, just step back, step away from the media, step away from the TV, step away from the news, step back from it, and don't buy into it anymore. Because when we buy into it, then things get blown out of proportion. Things can go crazy, because we are creators. We are divine. We are creators. So it's also upon us to not get involved in it. And really, there's enough of the population, the human population is past sort of the tipping point now, in awareness and in being we're operating from the heart and soul, that we're not going back. It's done. We've gone past the tipping point. However, that said, I'm speaking to those of you who, are also seeing other people going to fear, other people freaking out about things, or even having your moments of seeing something on TV that's alarming, that's scary, and just, come back, turn it off, come back, wish everyone well, see love and light, see the future in a positive light, and know that we're going in a great direction, and that everything that's happening, everyone has signed up for. So no matter what happens with anyone or anything, everyone has signed up for it. Every soul knew in advance what they were signing up for. And some of the stuff is to, yes, shake us awake, but don't get alarmed by it. Don't get freaked out, and step back. So again, I'm talking about this because it's about manifesting, right? Like, we are also still, even though they're helping us and they're shifting things on this planet, and yeah, like it's causing a bit of chaos. But it's all good. But you still have to stay awake. You have to stay alert to those times you're trying to get pulled back in, or they are trying to pull you back into fear. And stay in your light, stay in your heart, stay in this present moment. Don't go to fearful thoughts, either past or future, because our inner child, that ego, gets all flustered and freaked out. Oh my gosh, what's happening, whether it's in your own life or whether it's in the world around you. We have to stay present. We have to stay alert. And we have to know that we are so supported. We are so supported. We are so powerful. We are so supported, and that it's really us navigating out of this. And when we are fully out of this, we will be in our heaven on earth. And that, we will see that first individually, and be way showers. And then we will see that on the planet as a whole. That will take time, of course. And I don't know how much time. I don't know. There's not a timeline here, and we can't attach to anything. It's about not attaching to anything or anyone having a certain experience, letting everyone have their own sovereign experience, not trying to control or fix anything, not trying to I don't know, going. I mean, I think sometimes we see events and things and we go to the super compassion and, feeling people's pain. Don't go there. Don't go there. Like, let everyone have their own sovereign experience, and everyone love. See them in the highest light and in, the highest path. Or if people are passing over in some catastrophe, know that they're all going home, and see, and send light and love to their families and friends that are still here. But it's a matter of really staying centered, staying in your own truth, staying in your own heart, and trusting that you are on the path that your soul wanted you on, and you're going to get this amazing experience here. And we are changing this planet, and we're being so supported. I think that's also something, these higher vibrational alien or high or extraterrestrial populations will show up on our planet too, to support us as well in the future. And if there's any of these lower vibrational extraterrestrials still around, even if they're, taking human form, they might be trying to promote that they are the bad guys. So there's also awareness there. So I wanted to also say that much, that, be very aware and follow your own intuition, follow your own heart. Like, you're going to know what the truth is. You're going to know when you're being fed lies. Just feel into that. I think that's really how we should be navigating going forward in every area of our life, is feel into it. You'll know the truth. You'll know what you can believe and what you can't believe. You'll know what your heart tells you, what your intuition tells you. You're connected to divine wisdom. And when you tap into that, you know everything, you know all. So trust. And on the manifesting note, know that as you move forward with all of this, as you move out of the fear, as you move out of this manipulation and control energy that we've been in for so long, in so many lifetimes. And let me just say that when I got that bigger realization, it made me cry, because I could feel all the past lifetimes and everything that we had tried to do in so many lifetimes to change this planet. And it was such a huge relief to know that we are so supported now going forward. But what I was saying is, just keep moving forward. Have faith that this is the time. This is the golden age that we're moving into. And yes, it's all coming to fruition, and you can trust on a whole new level. You can let go of the old, and you can trust on a whole new level. Just follow your own guidance. Don't listen to anyone else. Follow your own guidance in every moment, and trust. Even if it's spontaneous and feels crazy and feels like you're taking huge leaps of faith, trust it if you feel it and you know in your heart that it's the right thing to do. So much love to all of you on your journey. I know this is a weird and wonderful and exciting time on this planet. And like I said, take what resonates with this. It doesn't resonate now. Maybe it'll resonate in a few months or in a year or two for you. But no matter what, I wish you all the blessings, all the love, and heaven on earth. So much love.